Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, Yorkshire Crafter. My name's Julie and today is Easter Sunday, so happy Easter everybody if you are celebrating. So I have got my whip and chat today, so I will be stitching. I will show you that in a minute, but I wanted to show you what I got gifted for Easter. So first of all, I got this Easter bunny. It's got all flowers and things. So very cute. And there wasn't a big selection of eggs in our supermarket. Normally we each get an Easter egg, but my husband picked these for me. So it's a big bag of celebrations, and these have got the Galaxy caramel eggs and the Malteser bunnies, the teasers, and then the others are just the normal bars. Got Bounty, Milky Way, Snickers, Twix, Mars. So yeah, Mark got me this rather than an egg, which I am very, very happy with. Can't wait to get into the Malteser bunnies. I bet in this whole bag there's maybe 2. But yeah, I'm going to really, really enjoy these. And the chocolate bunny. So thank you very much to my husband and boys for gifting me those for Easter. So let's change camera and I'll show you what I'm stitching on, and then we'll get into what I've been up to this week. So I am going to be stitching on Ho 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 by Daryn Jones. So let me get the picture and I will show you. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. So I've started in the middle with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So yeah, Ho 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 from Daryn Jones, and this is from last year, 2022. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. So let me get organised and we will get into this week. So I'm all threaded up and organised. So let's get this first one in. So the rest of this is just filling in. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So let's get this first one in. I like doing the loop method. Ever since I first heard or saw about the loop method, yeah, I've always liked to start and use the loop method. Makes the back look much, much neater. I really do prefer it. So let's get into this week then. I've got my notes. So Monday morning I was up bright and early. I was up at 7 o'clock. I don't know why, I just was. So got up, had my coffee, I fed and sorted the pets, and then did a little bit of washing up that needed doing. Both me and Mark were up at the same time, so while I was getting the pets and things organised and he was sorting out some washing, we had another load to go in the washing machine, and then he was checking the bits that were in the dryer. So yeah, both doing bits and jobs. So then after, I wanted to kit up this project. I already had the fabric I just needed to decide what I was gonna stitch for my whip go for Doreen Jones, because I wasn't feeling the project that I'd already started. I didn't want to work on it, so I just needed to decide what I was going to start, and I decided on this one. So like I said, I already had the fabric, I just needed to find the threads. So yeah, took everything downstairs and started it straight away. So yeah, started this Monday morning. Then it got to lunchtime and we had some toasties, some toasted sandwiches in the toasty maker. So I had cheese in mine. I think Mark had ham and cheese in his. I think ham, cheese and beans, I think he said. Yeah. So that's what we had for lunch. And then in the afternoon, in between sorting out washing and drying, and I was stitching some more on this one. So then it got to pet feeding time, fed the pets, and then Mark was getting his coat on, and I said I'm going to take Ted. He says, yeah, I'm coming with you. So we both walked Ted. Got back, I was playing on my phone, and then just before we were about to start going and sorting tea, Jack came in and said to Mark, have you checked your Discord? He's like, no, I've not been on it. So Jack ended up bringing tea home. He'd gone to uni for a couple of hours. He'd been told about a week ago that he had this first week off to catch up with work, and then 2 weeks off for Easter break. So in total he's had about 3 weeks at home. But like I said, that first week was to get any assignments or anything finished. Uni was still open, so if they needed to go in and use any of the equipment or anything that was there, they were free to do so. So like I said, he'd been there on Monday, and we don't have a bakery here anymore, whether it's a Pound Shop bakery or a Couplands. They have both now closed down. So Jack, being in the next town over, he went to their Pound Shop bakery and brought tea home for us all. So he brought some sausage rolls home, and apparently there's this little chicken shop or something. They do like lunches for the uni students, pieces of chicken, or they can have like chicken bites, chicken poppers with chips, and they'll do them a deal or a discount if they show the uni card. So he brought home some chicken bites, some looked at a bit like the batter balls that you get at the Chinese takeaway. So yeah, we had sausage rolls and chicken batter balls for our tea on Monday. It was really nice, really enjoyed that. So then in the evening, when I came up here, I was getting ready for the Disney Dollhouse, and we were doing issue 56. So yeah, issue 56, and we were doing a ceiling. So we were putting one of the ceilings on the rooms, and it was the Frozen room ceiling. So we're doing that and having to try and clip it all onto the tabs, and it told us to dry fit it first in case, you know, anything needed adjusting or tabs needed sorting or something like that. So they told us to dry fit it. Mine did take a bit of wiggling, but I didn't have to cut anything or sand anything off. I just had to kind of wiggle the rooms a little bit for the tabs to go in, and then it told us to take it off and glue. So we had to glue all around the edges and the sides of some of the tabs. So yeah, I very carefully took it back off again, put some glue on, and then again I had to wiggle and jiggle, but they told us to use wood glue for it. So yeah, you do have a little bit of time before wood glue dries. If anything, it goes like a little bit tacky first, so then you can move and adjust things. So yeah, I had time to do that, and then got the ceiling clipped in, and yeah, it was, excuse me, it was all done. So yeah, I did that. So then when I came off, then I got into bed and I was watching some YouTube. So that was Monday. So then on to Tuesday. Oh, I nearly lost the other end. Okay. So yeah, on to Tuesday. So Tuesday I was up a little bit later. I didn't get up till about 10 o'clock. So yeah, most of the morning jobs had already been done. Mark had fed the pets and sorted out, and so I got up, had my coffee. There was a little bit of washing up, mainly from his breakfast stuff. So I did that, washed my cup up, and then I got to stitching. So I was stitching some more on this one, on her. I've been stitching on this most of this week. I think it was yesterday and Friday that I stitched some other things as well as this, because it was my WIPGO, my bingo number 5 for me was Doreen Jones. So yeah, I've been working on this most of this week. So yeah, I was stitching up until lunch, and then for lunch I had a tuna mayo sandwich and some Pringles. Then after lunch I had a bath, because normally bath day is Wednesday, but if I'm going to town on the Wednesday, I like to get it done on the Tuesday out of the way, and then I'm not feeling rushed when we get back from town to then have a bath and then tea and get ready for the evening. And so yeah, got my bath done and out of the way, and then yeah, carried on stitching a little bit until tea. We have had our youngest home from college this week, and he's got all of next week off as well. Yeah, we get the kids get 2 weeks off for Easter, So they have the week before, the Easter weekend in the middle, and then yeah, the following week. So Easter weekend is sort of in the middle of the 2-week holiday. So yeah, we've had him home this week, so yeah, he decided he was going to feed the pets and sort them out for their tea and everything, so he did that and I just carried on stitching. So for tea we had chicken Kievs. It was cheese and ham filled chicken Kievs, and we had some chips with that. Then in the evening, when I came up here, I was diamond painting a little bit before I went into StreamYard. So about 6:30 I went into StreamYard, and while I was waiting for Chris and Dave, I just did, I think I only put a couple in before Chris came in, so I wasn't there very long. So we were chit-chatting a bit before the show, and then at 7 o'clock we went live with the Eddie Stobart. So I was doing the chat for Chris, and then afterwards I hopped into the next live stream. No, I didn't actually, no, because there wasn't one. I was going to say I went over to the Titanic, but no, there wasn't one this week. So yeah, it was just the Eddie. So yeah, then when I came off there, it was still a little bit early. Chris and Dave hadn't had their tea yet, so yeah, they more or less went straight off and had their tea, and so I sat here and diamond painted a little bit, and I was watching some Emma Kenny while I diamond painted a little bit. Then after I'd done the Emma Kenny, I then decided to get into bed and watch YouTube on my tablet in bed. So yeah, that was Tuesday. So then on to Wednesday. So like I've already previously mentioned, I did go to town this week because we wanted to pick up some Easter bits, Easter treats. So Wednesday morning, Mark woke me at about 8 o'clock and brought me a coffee up to bed. So yeah, got up, got dressed, went downstairs, finished my coffee, and then at about 9 o'clock Mark rung for the taxi. So yeah, 9 o'clock we got a taxi down into town, and yeah, we're just going round and about. So we went to the supermarket to get Easter treats. So yeah, we went and did that first, got that done, and then we were just sort of wandering around town a bit, picking up some bits that we needed, all the different shops. We needed to go onto the market to get some hay. We find that sometimes our supermarket doesn't always have the hay in stock when we go and look, but we do know that a certain stall on the market has bags of sawdust, even not hay, sawdust. So yeah, we popped onto the market, got some sawdust, and right next to where that pet stall is the cafe where my mum sometimes works at. Sometimes she's not always needed, but At the minute she's doing regular Wednesdays. So yeah, at the moment she's working her Wednesdays at the cafe. So we popped in to see her. We thought we better do because we didn't want to get told off. A couple of weeks ago when I did go down into town, she goes, yeah, I saw you, didn't you come in? Like, oops. So yeah, she's like, I were only in the back, I were in cooking, you should have come in to see me. So I thought, yeah, I don't want to get told off again. So we did look through the window, but we couldn't see her, so we thought she wasn't working. But so yeah, we thought we'd better make sure this time. So we actually went in, and again she was in the side kitchen. So she was sorting out some orders, sorting out some plates. So yeah, the owner of the cafe is lovely, always chit chats and sits and talks with us for a little bit, and he said, do you want to stay for a coffee, warm up a little bit, because it is a little bit windy and a bit cold out there. So we did that, and then my mum did manage to come out and speak to us for a few minutes, but obviously she's working, so she can't just be stood around chit chatting because family's popped in. She's got a job to do at the end of the day. So yeah, we popped in there and yeah, chit chatted with her for a bit, and then we needed to go back to the pound shop. We'd already been to the pound shop, but we needed to pop back because while Mark was renovating his room and sorting it all out, I noticed that one of his extension cables, his sort of plug-in things, had obviously the plug sockets, but at one end there was some USB sockets. Obviously you just put the cable straight in to the socket and you don't have to mess with plugs or anything. And I said, I didn't even know you had that. He's like, yeah, why? I'm like, I bet that's really useful, that's really cool. Is that right? I guess you wanted one then. So yeah, we did see some in the pound shop, but obviously being USB cables, they're not going to be, well, extension cable should I say, they're not going to be £1. So they were priced at £7, and then when we went to a couple of other shops they were between £7 and £10. So yeah, the ones in the pound shop at £7 were the cheapest we'd seen, so that's where we went back and picked up two. Apparently Mark needed another one, and obviously got one for me. It's just going to be so much easier. The lighter that I use at the minute is an electric one, so it needs charging. So every couple of days that needs to go on charge, so I can just put the cable into there. Even if the computer's not on, it'll still be powered and, you know, charge over a couple of hours. But then I can also put my light pad cable in there for when I'm diamond painting, or if I'm using a dark fabric to stitch, I'll sometimes put my light pad underneath it. Sometimes helps with the blue fabric. In the past I have worked on a black fabric, but yeah, I managed to get through the project I think, but yeah, I don't think I'll be stitching on Black Ada again anytime soon. But the blue fabric. I don't know, that's just a little bit different. I don't know why. But yeah, all that to say, sometimes I have the light pad underneath if it's a dark fabric, so I can see the holes. So yeah, went and got that, and I only just sorted out that cable yesterday, because I'd been recording and stuff like that, so I hadn't had a chance to change the cable over, the extension cable. But yeah, so anyway, so after we'd been back to the pound shop, we went to Aldi to go and get some bits for the rest of the week and something for Sunday dinner. So I'll get on to Sunday dinner in a bit. But yeah, so I've got last bits of shopping, and then outside Aldi we got a taxi home. My husband rung up and rung for one. And yeah, got a taxi home, and I think we were home just before lunch. So we'd set off at 9 and got home just before lunchtime. So yeah, 3-ish hours in town. But yeah, we got a lot done. So for lunch I had some spaghetti hoops on toast. I'd picked up a tin of spaghetti hoops in Aldi, so Mark said, well, we've been obviously shopping and it's been a little bit chilly. It's not been too bad, it wasn't cold, but it was a little bit chilly, so he said we'll have a warm lunch. So I had spaghetti hoops on toast, and I think he had beans and sausages on toast. But yeah, we decided to have a warm dinner, so we did that. So yeah, we had that for lunch, and then while we're having lunch, a parcel got delivered, and it was the Stitchy Kindness from Danielle. So yeah, I recorded that on Wednesday, so you guys will have seen that. So yeah, very, very generous from the lovely Danielle. And then by the time I'd done that and sorted that, it was pet feeding time. So got the pets sorted. Where am I going? Can't see where I'm going now. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, got the pets fed and sorted. Walked Ted. Got back, I finished off uploading that video and finding a thumbnail, and so yeah, did that, and then I was playing on my phone a little bit before tea. And for tea we had sandwiches. We had the baguettes. We managed to get some fresh baked baguettes in Aldi, so we had that with like a sandwich filler, prawn sandwich filler. So we had that, and then after tea, when I came up here, I then went into Zoom. So yeah, I was in Zoom and I was bobbinating. So I was putting the threads from the Stitchy gift, Stitchy Kindness. I was winding them all onto bobbins, so I was doing that, and then after Zoom I was watching YouTube in bed. So yeah, I was doing that then the rest of Wednesday. So then on to Thursday. So Thursday morning I woke up at about 10 o'clock, had my coffee, and then got straight into stitching. So yeah, did that up until lunch. We had tuna mayonnaise and cucumber sandwiches, and I had a packet of chicken tikka crisps. So I had that, and then in the afternoon I was stitching a little bit, and then Mark had some drilling and bits and things he needed to get done out of the way that he really didn't want to do in the evening, so he came up here in the afternoon and was finishing off some noisy jobs that he needed to get done. So while I was stitching I popped into Zoom for a little bit on my phone, but it was only for a little bit because I didn't want my phone to overheat. I'd say maybe 20 minutes, half an hour maybe. Popped in for a little bit, and then when Mark had done and he came down, I said, just to let you know I'm in Zoom for a little bit with the ladies. He's like, yeah, you go for it and do what you're doing. So then I think I stayed in maybe a few minutes more, maybe 5 minutes ish, and then yeah, it was getting to pet feeding time and time to walk Ted, and so I came off Zoom to sort them out and to walk Ted, so I did that. So yeah, did that, and then for tea we had microwave meals, and it was the chicken korma with rice, and Mark did some pita breads to go with it, so we had that for our tea. And then after tea, when I came up here, then it was time to get ready for the craft and quiz. So I set up the show. It wasn't quite time to go into StreamYard just yet, so I had a little bit more bobbinating left to do. I think maybe 10 at the most. So I did that, and then I went through the thread list, the DMC thread list, just to make sure, really, just to check that I've got all the correct, it all matched up, and it did. I sorted them out into number groups. There was the 100s, the 300s, the 400s, 500s, and then it went into like the 3000s and the 36,000s and the 38,000. So yeah, I put them into all their number groups, So then I put them into their own bag. So I put the 100s in their own bag, the 300s in their own bag, but then when it came to the 3000s went in their own bag, and then the 36,000s and the 38,000s I put them same numbers into one bag together. So yeah, I'm all ready for mini evergreen, but I was speaking with Heidi the other day and I've said I think I'll wait for her to get her fabric. Like I was saying, I think she's got all the threads for it, or she will have. But then yeah, she's waiting for her fabric to come in for that. I think Danielle is also ready to go. But yeah, I want to wait for Heidi. Cross stitch with Orchid here on YouTube. If you want to go check her out, please do. She's got some gorgeous kits going at the moment. She's got some beautiful Luca S kits, and yeah, she's previously done quite a few Luca S kits, but yeah, she's working on a few at the moment. She's also working on White Santa, like I am. There's a group of us. Again, that's a Luca S kit, and yeah, there's lots of Christmas scenes, and I believe she's got some of the ornaments or toys, I think they're called, on the kits. So yeah, but yeah, where was I going with that? Oh yes, I'd finished bobbinating. So yeah, I finished and did all of that, and then I was getting ready to go into StreamYard for the crafting quiz about 6:30. So yeah, about 6:30 I went into StreamYard, and yeah, I was waiting for the others to come in, and I was diamond painting. So, yeah, I was diamond painting on the giraffe. So I was doing that, and we had Horlicks with his fortunes. Horlicks's fortunes. Always enjoy it when he does that. It's really good. So yeah, we had Horlicks's fortunes for the crafting quiz, and then at the end of the crafting quiz we did give a bit of an announcement. We have decided to put the show on hold for the summer. So what we've said is, with it getting warmer weather, people wanting to spend time outside, we've decided to put the show on hold until the autumn and winter months. So when the clocks change again, the crafting quiz will start up. So we're going to make it like an autumn winter show, because like we said, in spring and summer people are wanting to spend time outside, and yeah, with it starting to get warmer. So it's going to be an autumn winter show is the craft and quiz. So in between the clocks changing, and so yeah, I think it's been the past couple of weeks the clocks have changed, so it'll go on hold for now until the clocks change again, and then we'll start it up in the yeah, autumn winter months. So yeah, that's what we've decided for that. So it's not disappearing forever, it will come back, but we're just putting it on hold for now. So then after the craft and quiz, I then got into bed and I was watching some YouTube. So that was Thursday. So then on to Friday. So Friday I didn't do too bad, got up about 9 o'clock. Had my coffee, and then Mark said, right, I'm going to go for my bath. So I said, right, I'll be up in a minute, I'll come and do the bed. So I changed the bed in, and then while he was finishing up in the bath, I took all the bed in and his clothes and bits and put it all in the washer. I came back up then, he said, right, bathroom's free, you'll come and get your bath. So yeah, I got my bath. Then after my bath, I think I was playing on my phone a little bit until lunchtime, and for lunch it was tuna mayo. So tuna mayo, cucumber, and then I had some Pringles. Then in the afternoon I filmed an unboxing. I generously got a gift from Peter Webster, and that video you will have seen, or it's up on my channel if you want to go see it. So yeah, I got a very generous gift from Peter Webster. So I did that, sorted that out, and then I recorded my floss tube, my regular Friday video. So yeah, recorded floss tube and did that. So I got both videos sorted and done, uploaded to YouTube, and I released the one from Peter first, and then my floss tube I scheduled it for a couple of hours later. So did that, sorted that out, and then it was pet feeding time. So sorted out Ted, sorted out feeding the pet, should I say, and walking Ted. So yeah, did that. Got back, and yeah, Mark said it's only a quick tea today, so we've got a little bit of time before we need to start doing that. We had some sweet pastries, we had some pain au chocolat and some chocolate brioche. So we just warmed them through in the oven for 5-6 minutes or so. Just warmed them through, and they were really nice. All the chocolate had melted, so yeah, lovely. So yeah, we had that for tea. And then in the evening, I had a chat with Heidi. So I was cross stitching and chatting with Heidi for a little bit, and then afterwards I got into bed and I was watching some YouTube. So yeah, that was Friday. So then on to yesterday, being Saturday. So got up about 9 o'clock. That's not too bad for a Saturday. Had my coffee and then I got set to cleaning. So I cleaned the bathroom, and then just sat in the living room for a little bit. I think I was playing on my phone till lunchtime, and then for lunch we had tuna mayonnaise sandwiches. So we all had that for lunch, and then in the afternoon I think Mark had again some more noisy jobs. I think maybe some drilling or hammering or some noisy job he wanted to get done. He said everything's been done, you know, everything's been caught up with, so you know, go off, do your own thing. He said, I'm going in the bear cave, I've got some bits to do. So I said, right, I might come up and watch some YouTube and do a little bit of diamond painting while you're getting those jobs done. And I ended up finishing the giraffe diamond painting. So the giraffe diamond painting I was doing as part of an event for Deborah in Zoom. It's the Giraffe Palooza 23, and I haven't looked in a while. I think when I first started it I explained, I think it's to raise awareness of autism. So yeah, the Giraffe Palooza 23. So I have finished that. So yeah, I finished that Saturday afternoon, and then Mark hadn't quite finished, so I packed all that away. I've hung the diamond painting up ready to do a finishing video. I've kept all the drills and everything, all the accessory bag that came, you know, the tray, the pen, the wax, so I can do a finishing video and final thoughts. So watch out for that coming on the channel. But then, like I said, Mark still had some bits left to do. We hadn't quite finished, so I got some cross stitch out. I was working on this one for a little bit, so yeah, worked on this for a bit until I had finished the YouTube I was watching. I think I was watching an Emma Kenny. Yeah, I was watching one of her videos. So I got to the end of that, and yeah. So then we went down for tea, and tea was the chicken and bacon pasta. I think Mark had made it a couple of weeks ago as an experimental tea. He wasn't sure if it was going to work out right, because he cooked some bacon and let it go cold, and then he mixed it with some chicken and mayonnaise, I think, and mixed it through some cold pasta, some cooked cold pasta. So yeah, it's a nice summer meal. We like our cold pasta dishes in the spring and summer. Normally it's tuna pasta, but yeah, since the thought of this new one with the chicken and bacon, yeah, it's gone down really nicely. So Saturday tea, we had that, and then in the evening when I came up here, I needed to sort out my tablet. There was a couple of things I needed to take off of it. I was able to take my Gmail off it because I realised from my phone, Gmail on my phone, I can put things straight into the Google Drive. But yeah, I've noticed that Google Drive on the computer is different to Google Drive on your devices, so like your phone or your tablet. But yeah, I was I think I was trying to put the Ocean Pearl Part 1 onto the Google Drive, so I ended up emailing myself and then finding it on the tablet, and then for some reason when I then went back from emailing myself to the original email, I noticed it had the Google Drive symbol on the download, you know, in your email. Yeah, not realising you could just straight from email to your Google Drive to then go to your tablet and get it from your tablet onto your pattern keeper from your Google Drive, and yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I'm not tech savvy. I really am not. But yeah, I've worked that out now. So, like I said, on my tablet I didn't need Gmail, and I have since taken, I think, ITV Hub off my tablet as well, because yeah, I wasn't watching anything on it. Thought, well, it's going to free up some space on my tablet. And then I went to try and put CC Cleaner on my tablet, but apparently it's not compatible with the tablet. It's either too old or there's something on the updated program or something, I don't know. It just says it wasn't compatible. So I had to download a different kind of cleaner that was compatible with the model of my tablet. So I've done that. I've given it a really good clean, taken things off that I didn't need, or put things into the background that I didn't necessarily need but still had to have on the tablet. Yeah. So I have Saturday evening spent uploading patterns to Pattern Keeper. So, yeah. I obviously had Ocean Pearl on there. I already had Arctic Blast from Carolyn Manning. I had Hello Spring and Ho 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 on there. So I wanted to put some of the full coverages on. So I've put her name's gonna get Mini Evergreen. Mini Evergreen is a Heaven and Earth design, so that went straight onto my tablet, no problem. I didn't need to do any grids, no symbol colours, or it just went straight on. The same with Finishing Touch, that went straight on. I think it was asking about overlap or something, so I had to put that in, but that was the only thing. Everything else, yeah, it went straight on. And then I put Santa's Hot Air Balloon, because I have started Santa's Hot Air Balloon. I started that last night. It's Owl Stitching House, and yeah, it's Santa's Hot Air Balloon on a dark navy blue fabric. So I've started that. Let me just double check my stitching. Is there anything else? So this week I've started Ho Ho Ho. I've started Hot Air Balloon, Santa's Hot Air Balloon. So I've started that one this week. So yeah, I've had 2 new starts this week. Yeah. But yeah, I think there's going to be a few more to start. So yeah, I need to sort my diary out afterwards. So let's come back up. So yeah, like I said, I have been sorting out my tablet and got things uploaded to Pattern Keeper. But yeah, there is going to be another new start. I think there's going to be a couple of new starts, because somebody mentioned something the other day, but until I'm sure, I'm not going to say anything. But one of the other ones is the Stitch Witch from Tiny Modernist. I asked, if anybody wanted to stitch that with me, if you already had the pattern and wanted to stitch it with me. I think 2, 3, 4. I think at least 4 people said they wanted to start it with me. So yeah, the Stitch Witch from Tiny Modernist. So I need to, yeah, we need to decide on a date. Just depends if people have already got their supplies for it yet. For example, if they need to go buy the threads, what time are they going to need? So as to how quick we can start it, or whether people are just kitted up and waiting for a date from me, or I don't know. I yeah, need to talk to some peoples. I also need to pick my next diamond painting to start. I have been carrying on with the piece that Mark started. Oh, it's the coffee hanger. This one. So Mark did start it. I think he had the first row here, or the first couple of rows here, but yeah, he likes and loves the idea of diamond painting, but with him having to bend over to see, it hurts his back and his neck. So he said, yeah, it'd be a hobby I would love to pick up, but it just hurts. It hurts me. So I did a little bit more on it last night. I was watching the Bedford Show with Dave S and Horlicks. So yeah, I was doing a little bit of this while I was watching the Bedford Show. So yeah, the MHA model kits that they're doing together. So yeah, I was watching that and diamond painting a little bit, and so yeah, I will carry on with that coffee piece, and yeah, depending when I finish that one, I then have to pick my next kit. I think I'm going to get Mark to pick it. There is two I've kind of picked out. They're special drills. So there's a daisy like spring scene, but it's crystals, and then there's another one of some ladybugs, which is very similar to that one behind me. It's not a gnome, but it's, yeah, different ladybugs dotted over, but again, that is a special drill, so I'm gonna get him to pick, because I can't decide which one to do. So yeah, I need to decide. Excuse me. Sunday dinner today, I forgot that bit. Yeah, Sunday dinner today was lasagna. We got a lasagna from Aldi and two of the baguette garlic breads that you just do in the oven. So yeah, lasagna and garlic bread, and then we had it was a strawberry sundae cake. So it was like the Victoria sponge with some strawberry jam, more cake, and then there was cream and like sprinkles and dried strawberry flakes, and so yeah, it was a strawberry sundae or strawberry Victoria sponge cake. Yeah, that jam in the middle, whoo, that got at the back of your throat. It was really strong, really intense flavour. Yeah, if you didn't have any cream or anything with it, you just had the cake and the jam bit. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. You just had to be careful how you ate it. But yeah, that jam. Yeah, so that was Sunday dinner, and then we gifted each other our Easter treats. The boys got Cadbury's caramel egg. So you got an egg, and then inside there was like these they almost look like buttons, but they were filled, so they were like, I wouldn't say quite egg, but not, I wouldn't say they were buttons, but I wouldn't say they were quite as big as eggs. There was, I don't know, they were a little bit filled with caramel. So yeah, they were the egg, and then they had a bag of those in the middle. So they got them each. Mark picked up a Milky Bar white egg, and then obviously he picked up the celebration Easter mix for me and the chocolate bunny. So yeah, that was Sunday dinner and that was our Easter treats. So that is everything. But yeah, so that is everything for today. So enjoy the rest of your Easter Sunday. Enjoy tomorrow, because if you are in the UK it is a bank holiday Monday, so no work, no school. Monday is a bank holiday, so yeah, everybody's at home. So yeah, enjoy the next couple of days, and yeah, be safe next week. Getting back to normal on Tuesday, back to school, back to work. Yeah, so look after yourselves, and today was reported to be an absolutely scorching hot day, and warnings to stay inside because risk of sunburn. Yeah, I don't see no sunshine. It's cloudy, it's cold, it's currently 11 degrees Celsius. But yeah, I don't see no sun. I don't see no sun. But yeah, there's been a weather warning for really hot weather and risk of sunburn, and so to not sit out in your garden. But yeah, West Yorkshire, it's all cloudy. So yeah, but so anyway, enjoy the rest of your day and have a great week next week. So remember guys, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Bye guys.